Right, guys, welcome to this week's pod. We're in person trying this out. You can see the fall of Gav today. We're going to go through our season predictions. It came up that apparently Ben lost last season, so he'll be wearing a bit of a funky top at the start of the season. We might as well get into it. Top four? I'll start with you, Ben.
Yeah, we'll see. So, first one's obvious, City. I don't think that's outrageous to say.
Okay. He's not agreeing, but go on.
Yeah, I see City winning the league. I have put Arsenal as second because that seems to be their favourite position.
Not fourth.
Not
fourth.
No, not fourth.
You still have fourth.
No, now it's second. So I'll give Arsenal the juice. They've done well, but I've actually got Liverpool third.
Okay.
I've got if Klopp's got confidence in this slot, then I would think that.
Yeah, I mean they beat Arsenal.
Well, that's it. So I'd like to think he'd have a decent season. But I've actually thought I've gone for the two. I think Newcastle. Yeah, I think they're coming fourth.
That's a fucking.
I genuinely think that they're coming fourth.
Do you like clues in these things?
I don't think that's fine. No, that's fair.
I just see
last season.
Not top four.
No. Obviously not. The Knights.
It was seventh. It was just below. It was just below us, wasn't it? Oh no, 8th or 9th or something.
Right. Yeah. No, I genuinely think.
Why?
I think with all the people that are coming out of injury, I think Tonali's coming back off a ban as well. I think they're going to do well. Apparently, Guy's signing for him. Apparently,
that'll be a signing.
We never really got to see an awful lot of Tonali though. Like we've seen him at AC Milan, but we didn't see how well he could do in the Prem. So he played a game?
I think something like that.
It's not enough to kind of.
No, they've got a strong midfield anyway though with Bruno G in that. But
they've got people coming. I genuinely think that with their injuries coming back, Pope's coming back, with people coming off the ban and all, I think they'll have a good season.
They're still apparently looking at Ramsdale as an all-time.
Better than Pope. They need to get rid of Pope.
Yeah,
I think to get to that next level, top four.
How does that came about? Because if you look at a few seasons ago, Pope was one of those goalkeepers you always spoke about as being nearer to the top.
No. I think he is. I think he is. What I mean is, though, I think when you get to that level, you need to be good with your feet as well. If you look at any of the teams that win the league, they don't win the league with a goalkeeper that can't play with their feet. Because if you look at it, Pope should have been starting for England, really, when you think about it. But he's not good with his feet. Yeah. So you can't start.
I mean, you saw it when he handballed the ball and got sent off.
But I'd like to see Ramsdale. If Ramsdale went to Newcastle, I think that's the.
I think you think of Ramsdale and Guy, Tonali's back. I think. Let's see.
And if they can keep Isaac fit.
Yeah. Because I think they'll have a good season. I can see.
Harvey Barnes is fit for the start of the season. That's got to be a positive.
Yeah.
Only a positive.
He never really shined for Newcastle, I thought. He did in spells, but he wasn't.
He's a class player, though.
I loved him at Leicester, but I mean, he just didn't seem to. Can't fucking mustard at fucking Newcastle.
Right, go on, Gav.
Me, class.
Surprise. Who's winning the league?
Arsenal.
Right, go on. That's a shock.
No, I am the most confident out of the past 3 seasons, including this coming one.
The loss against Liverpool made you confident.
No, I reckon we won't. It's fucking. No, you know what? There were spells within that game where it was actually really good.
Yeah.
Zinchenko is fucking shot, but I mean.
Well, if you spend 250 days at the top, you've got to win it at some point, don't you?
Actually, Ben. Second, City. Third, Villa. Fourth, Liverpool.
Could I ask, how close would it be? Arsenal and City, how close? You said City, as in like final day close?
No.
So you think at least 3 points clear?
5 points.
Ooh, it's bold. Okay.
Why Villa? Why Villa third?
I think Villa's done bits in this transfer window. They've got Onana. Onana is going to assure their midfield up.
I think they have had their pants pulled down for Amadou Onana.
No.
How you can pay 60 million for him, by the way?
50.
Oh, sorry, 50. Was that with add-ons or was that without add-ons?
It was just 50 is all I read.
Mad. He's not a £50 million player.
I disagree. He was, out of the Belgian team at the Euros, he was one of the shining stars of that team.
Okay.
He was class.
Liverpool fourth?
Liverpool fourth, yeah.
Why?
Because I think as much as Slot is doing quite well with Liverpool at the moment, he hasn't made any ingoings.
Incomings, yeah.
Incomings, fuck off. Outgoings, there's Joe Gomez is apparently out the door. Apparently he's willing to leave. There's a few names I've read that are looking to leave, and if they don't replace them, And I think we all saw with their injuries last season, hampered them towards the end of the season. I think it can happen again.
I'll tell you what, by the way, but they've got, bold claim here, they've got a possible player of the season this year. Genuinely, I think Harvey Elliott, how well he's been in pre-season, if he keeps it going, he could be one of the player of the seasons this year.
I liked Harvey Elliott, even before his injury, his leg break. I thought he was class. I think Carvalho.
Yeah, Fabio Carvalho.
I think he's going to be wonders.
Yeah, that season at Hull's done wonders, isn't it? I think the playing time.
I think it was also just being in English football.
Yeah.
I think coming in, he's been a bit raw, not knowing what kind of English football's like, what the atmosphere and all that is. It is different to like the Portuguese, the Serie A and stuff like that. I think you're right. I think playing for Hull that season is more...
Get a bit tougher as well, didn't you, in the Championship? You had to take a knock at them, though. Not that you ever get knocks in the Premier League minds, but...
It's proper challenge, isn't it? It's actually, I'd probably say Championship proper football compared to what we have.
It's more crunching.
Yeah, Brexit means Brexit tackles.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it, mate.
I've gone old style top four. City's winning it. I would say it's close. I think it's final day of the season close this year. I would actually, if I was them, I'd send Edison right now. Bang, getting gone.
Robert Alvarez.
What, Julian? 6 and 2 threes. He didn't do a lot last year, to be honest with you, but I like him as well. So, but the problem is, he's not going to want to play second fiddle for the rest of his life to Haaland, and they're not far off the same age. So, what do you do? But
then there's also the question of Haaland. He could be away either next season or whatever. And I know we're on about this season, but let me go.
Arsenal second. Okay. As I said, I think it'll be final day of the season. I think it'll be decided. Liverpool third. I just don't see. The problem is, it's a really shit pick in this season. Who's going to come third and fourth when you look at them? Because I don't think Villa will Champions League football. Newcastle, I'm just not convinced. I just think that was one season up there. Chelsea have not done well. You got a couple of teams. None of them have shone for me. And fourth, Man United.
You know what the thing with fourth?
I put them second last year. I'm putting them fourth this year. I'm back in Eric Ten Club.
The thing with fourth is there's multiple teams that can finish there.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like Arsenal and City where they're ping-ponging 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You've got...
I think Arsenal, City, Liverpool are those three teams right now that are in that upper echelon, and then everyone else is kind of like, you've got the best of the rest almost.
I do have my questions on Liverpool. But I think United can. I think they've shown that in the FA Cup final. They can actually play football.
The reason why I've done it is they were hounded with injuries last year. I know they didn't play good football, but they were hounded with injuries last year.
Still got injuries.
I think they're the most centre-back partnerships, variations in the whole season. You got that youngster that came in. Lisandro Martinez is back. But But if they have a consistent team, although they're getting rid of Scott McTominay, I can't understand that. But I think they've got a good squad. There's no doubt they've got a good squad.
The problem is they've got a good squad.
It's the best.
No, I think it's I don't think it's the manager. I think they've got a good squad of misfits.
He needs to give up on a few players.
Yeah,
as well.
No, I think he needs to clear the dead wood and just rather than just focus on having loads of decent players. They can't play. They're not a team.
I'm not blowing Arteta's trumpet or anything, but like what Arteta did, he came in and he was like, I want him. The
making of Arteta was getting Aubameyang on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That showed that whole squad. I'm not taking your shit.
Him and Lucky.
We're here to win. I know I know you haven't won the Premier League, but we're here to win. We're not here to muck about. You ain't turning up late for training.
I think that's
Fuck off.
United's issue, though. I think at the moment they've got so many personalities in the team that sit there going, "I'm the best player," but they don't work together properly.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I would give Rashford going. I said this to Man United fan start last season.
Well, the reason for the fourth is because usually he goes hot cold. But he had a massively shit season last season. I rate him as a player. I think you're mad if you don't rate Rashford.
Oh yeah.
A good season I can see coming. Don't know why.
Well,
I think it's probably out of the England team. You always find that with some England internationals when they get put out of the national team, they have this fucking revenge arc season.
Is that a bit of humble pie?
Yeah, I think so because he was one of Southgate's favourites, and then Southgate's pretty much turned around and gone, "You're not playing because you."
My problem for United with Rashford is he gets the Saka treatment. He's a star boy. We won't drop him, and he needs. I I think you're right. I think getting dropped from the England squad, it might put a thumb up his arse, and he might come and be absolutely class this season. I just don't.
I think Garnacho will go on bounds. I didn't rate him to begin with, but genuinely last season he changed my mind.
I don't think Rashford starts for United.
He absolutely does.
Don't think so.
Who starts in his win?
So, but they've also brought Xerxes in. I reckon Ten Hag wants to play with 2 strikers. Or you can't really drop Garnacho, or you can. But Sancho's put a foot barely wrong.
Well, yeah, actually.
Yeah, that's not going to work with him. Well, unless they've obviously sorted out the problems,
He has.
which they must have done actually, because he hasn't left actually.
He came out and said that they sat down and had a massive discussion, being like, what was wrong?
He kind of had to, because it was the proof was in the pudding.
Well, Dortmund couldn't afford him.
Yeah,
Dortmund couldn't afford him. So
he's left. He's gone and played unreal for Dortmund. So you sit there and you go, United's the issue. So whether it's the manager, the mentality, whatever was causing the problem.
I think Sancho's thing as well was a mentality thing. I thought he thought he was better than he was.
Yeah, well,
and then he came in and he sort of.
No, he had problems at Dortmund. Dortmund physically let him basically do what he wanted because he turned up on Saturday and played.
Aye.
It's a total Ozil situation.
No, a Hazard.
What Hazard? Yeah, those. What I mean is those sorts of players, Hazard, Ozil, where like you don't care because if they turn up on a Saturday and they fucking win you the game, who cares?
Apparently Hazard was one of those players that you shit in training.
Yeah.
It's fucking shocking, and on a Saturday you could just.
But it's proof that if you've got the class, it's still like the ratings more for the fitness side of it for them sort of players.
Yeah.
It's just that they can trounce the pitch for 90 minutes.
I reckon he starts with Rashford, and if it doesn't start clicking, I think he drops him.
All right. Bottom 3.
Changes formations.
Bottom 3, I went Forest because.
Oh, okay.
I genuinely.
I didn't think Forest.
I think they were falling off last season, and I can see it.
Yeah. Hey, fucking cheat.
I'm allowed to change my mind until I say it.
Cheat.
But yeah, so I went with Forest because I genuinely I don't see him doing any good this season. I think they were lucky with a couple.
Blindsided me there, by the way. I totally forgot about them.
I genuinely don't see him doing any good. I can't see it going forwards. Like Everton because I want them to get bloody relegated.
It's just not happening.
No, I just do. I just want them relegated. I just want them gone.
We're meant to do it. This is meant to be. This is meant to be.
It's meant to be.
It's meant to be opinion, not absolute vengeance against the club.
Have you done what? Have you done like one of two where it's been like, this is what I want to happen and I want to lose?
No.
And this is the one I think. Well,
so I've looked at it and I've gone, this is 2 clubs which I think will get relegated. This is who I hope gets relegated, and I want to go down. So I hope they're in the relegation.
Clubs?
It's Bournemouth.
Oh,
I think Bournemouth. Bournemouth.
Second, every single one that's came up from the Champions is staying up.
No,
every single one.
I think Bournemouth got down.
No,
Bournemouth think come up.
No, I think Ipswich will stay up. Genuinely.
Okay.
I genuinely think Bournemouth will go down.
okay. Go on, Gav. I've no idea. Yeah.
Alright, I'll go.
What did Bournemouth finish? 12th last season.
Yeah, because I had them as my
Mad.
overachievers.
Alright, go on.
20th to 18th. Fuck knows what he's on about. Ipswich, Southampton, Leicester. I think. I think whoever's come up's going down. Leicester, they got Harry Winks in. They've not made any drastic changes, and I think they were quite hot and cold towards the end of the championship last season. Southampton, I think they were lucky to get through the playoff final.
They've not really signed many people. Well, they got Flynn Dance from us, but he's not being honourable. He's not the sort of player that's going to keep you up.
So one player's not going to do that.
Shadams isn't good enough for the Prem. I think he's been found out.
I think Ipswich, they're just happy to be there.
I think it's like Luton. Yeah.
But Luton actually surprised me. Start of the season, they're going down like fucking 4 points. And then they start playing football. I think that could be an Ipswich. I just don't see
they will play their way. Because I think that's double. I think that's double-edged. Though I don't think that's only because it's Ipswich. I think that McKenna will look for a Premier League job. He'll do very much a company where he'll play his football, let him go down, and then jump ship.
Yeah.
It's not to dig him out. I don't mind him doing that. Managers are fickle and not being horrible. They lose their jobs after 6 losses or whatever. So I don't mind him doing that.
Clubs happy to throw him away. So.
I've absolutely fucked the job, by the way, because I totally forgot about Leicester losing their manager and Dewsbury Hall. I've only changed one.
They brought Harry Winks.
Yeah, that's
That's like putting bubble gum over like a shot.
20th Ipswich, because as I said, I think they'll keep their way of playing football. I just don't think they're good enough. They've got a lot of legs, but I think it'll be very much Burnley. I just think the quality, I think it'll get found out. Southampton 19th and Forest 18th. I did have Wolves, but
Forest. I think Forest is a given.
Forest in me, I actually fucking should have put Leicester, because Leicester, I don't see them doing anything now. They've lost their manager. They've lost probably their best midfielder. Vardy's a year older. That team's shot. They've lost Cassius Smart.
Leicester have always been a difficult team to play.
No, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Leicester, even when they were off the burner, they were an annoying team to play. And in the Championship, they, as much as they like you said, they did come off the burner a bit. They were still difficult to break down. They were still a hard team to play. Fair play, obviously. Yeah, Dewsbury Hall. He's not good enough for the Premier, in my opinion. He's better than the Championship. He's just not good enough for the Premier.
If you don't pick up the points, then
I don't know.
It'll be a harder team to
Yeah.
Watch this season. It's very easy to go his first season. He's not good enough for the Prem. He went down. He had a brilliant season in the Championship.
I think
Dewsbury Hall.
I think he's one of those awkward players, though. I think he's too good for the Championship. I don't think he's good enough for the Prem.
Yeah, we'll see. I
But
guess.
we'll find out. I could be wrong. And he could.
At the end of the day, there's got to be a reason why that Leicester manager went to Chelsea. And then that was his first signing. It's got to be a reason. That can't just be. I mean, you think about it. They literally want to offload Gallagher so they must think Dewsbury Hall is better than Gallagher, right?
That's mad. That's a mental take.
Oh, no idea.
21, 22. Must be young. Surely.
Underachievers?
Under. Okay, we're doing under.
I think Spurs.
Right.
What's underachieving for Spurs? I will ask this now, actually.
I asked this last week.
So for me, like the way I look at Spurs, I always think, right, they should probably finish somewhere.
Because they've signed no one.
No one. I think they should finish in the top 8.
They did.
No, right. When I mean that, they have literally signed no one that I would think.
No name that you go, oh look, like yeah. No.
If you need to Google them to get highlights,
So for me,
they ain't someone.
Generally, I look at Spurs and I go, they should finish in the top 8. Right, that for me is their catchment area.
And they're not.
I don't see. I think they'll be
Where are the finish?
like around between 15th and 12th.
Fucking hell, Ben.
Genuinely,
That is a madness, by the way.
If they no changes, they look half their team looked guff last year.
The thing is, you got to remember that how many injuries they had.
Yeah,
They were playing Emerson Royale at centre back.
I'm Jed Spence is coming back and he's apparently really fucking.
Yeah, he was good against Hearts. He was really good against
I
Hearts.
just like genuinely, I just think they're underachieving. I don't think they're going to do anything.
So if we've already picked
I think
your
you-
shirt for this season, what one do you want for next? Fucking hell.
You're literally saying 12.
I'd say 12.
12
Between 12 to 15. Is
I mean,
That is a madness, by the way.
I'm having a go at him, but you don't have mine yet. You don't have mine yet.
Right, cool.
City.
How's...
Because if they don't win the
You know what
league...
you've done?
No,
No,
if
you
they
take that
don't-
You've not... By the way, that will be a double pointer, by the way, if you're wrong about that and they win the league. The reason why is because you haven't done that because of that. You've done that to be safe. Because you know if they're not going to finish first, they'd underachieve being second, and they're only going to finish second if they don't finish first.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. That's a total safe one.
It's not. No, I just don't. I don't see. I do not see them winning the Premier this season.
Why?
I think they'll fall off.
Yep. That's not a reason.
No,
Why?
I don't think Colin will be as firing as he has been the past couple of seasons. I think.
Hey, you said I was mental. What?
No.
I think.
No, I agree. A madness has been given.
No, sorry. I do think Colin will still score goals. I just don't think he'll be as a presence in every single game.
Jeremy Doku.
It's a bit of a weird one when you know how to defend him. He's a bit null and void. It's a bit like Saka.
De Bruyne.
Injuries.
Julian Alvarez.
Alvarez should go on.
It's just, yeah.
Bernardo. No, you know
It's
what?
a fucking madness.
No. If they don't win the Prem, then it is an underachievement for them.
Okay.
That's why it's called underachieving.
As I said, we'll discuss this off air because that is getting double pointed, like because
No, no, fuck it, we'll talk
all
about
you've
it.
done is gone safe.
What? Alright, pick one. It's wrong.
No, because
Thanks, mum. Fucking hell.
I've got two, but I'll go. I'll go. No.
I can't do picking one and then I get told off.
Yeah, I've not gone safe at all. No, my actual one with Villa. I think Villa will underachieve. I just don't see. It's the same. It's same thing with Newcastle. I think
It's underachieving for them.
well, I think if you got top four this year, did you put them in four? You put them in fourth.
No, he's
No, Newcastle.
Did you-
third.
You put them in third. I think they'll be lucky to get Europe this year. I don't think they've got. I think their drop off in squad depth is not good enough. You look at when you take maybe Diego Carlos, Pau Torres out of that centre back partnership.
Konza.
The next one is Konza doesn't even play centre back really though at times. You've got maybe Konza and Tyrone Mings. You say that's good enough for the Championship League, and then you're not quoting in whether anyone going to get injuries. Diabe's probably gone. Watkins, I think, had a purple patch. I don't think he's that good a striker.
Leicester's, what's it called? When Leicester went to the Champions League, they didn't have standout fucking defenders and stuff. They still managed to do bits in it.
No, I'm not saying they won't do well in the Champions League. What I'm saying is they won't do well with the fixture congestion. I think if they go, what I mean is if they go through the group stage, they'll drop off in the Premier in the second half of the season, I think.
I mean, you did see with Emery Arsenal, every time we fucking were in Europe on the Thursday and the Sunday we get fucking beat.
Yeah.
I'll put it out there. I had Palace as my other one. I was going to just pick and choose whenever I got asked.
So it's just basically if they're under what they finished last season.
No. I think Villa. I don't think Villa will just go 4th to 5th. I think they'll drop off. I don't think they're going to get Europe this year.
Palace is a weird one because I don't actually know what my expectation is for Palace to do.
What I mean is, though, if you get rid of it,
they're all just there.
If you get rid of Elise, what I mean is, if you get rid of Elise, put it this way: if Mark Guy was gone at the time of recording this, they'd be my underachievers. Because I genuinely think if they get rid of Elise, Mark Guy, and if Eze does leave, I think they're down.
Yeah, I was just going to say that if they get rid of like all their players, I'm surprised no one's went for Adam Wharton.
No,
if I'm being honest, that is a fucking.
I think the quote unquote big clubs they let them have one more season there before they start circling.
I think if you're smart, fucking get him in.
And then if you're not 100% sure about him.
Well, he's English folks. You know what I mean? Like you pay 20 million to get him in.
20 million. It's Palace. You get 60 or nothing.
Oh well, yeah.
But you know what I mean? For like a really young. You would say inexperienced player, but yes, he's England international. He played really good last season.
Yeah.
20 million, you could get that back if it's not.
Well, that's the thing. You bring him in, didn't you? Cheap. You loan him out for a season. If you're not sure, you flog him off.
Yeah. Like,
I also, I don't.
No, Flynn should have kept with us.
Yeah. No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, we've literally got rid of Flynn Downs to then buy an Argentinian defensive midfielder. Kind of sounds a bit backwards, doesn't it? Yeah. And Flynn Downs was a ball playing centre mid for Southampton last year. And what do we need? A ball playing centre mid. Just get away from West Ham. I can't be arsed with it. Overachievers.
Us.
West Ham.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Genuinely, this is
both of you have done West Ham.
It was when you went, let's get off of West Ham. I'm thinking. No, we're fucking going back to West Ham.
It's us. Genuinely this year.
The 3-1 yesterday against Palace didn't change my mind.
No.
Mate,
pre-season, right?
I don't think your transfers are done.
No. And I genuinely think at the moment he's just chucking people out there to see what they work.
Yeah, well, if you look at the team, obviously Fab started. I think Crest started. It was a makeshift team.
I think he's just going right. Try that. Rubik's cubing it, mate. But quite honestly, this is the most positive I've been about us.
Do you agree it'll either go really well or absolutely fucking terribly?
This season is going to be either.
Yeah, I don't. What I mean is, what I mean is, I think we will either overachieve or we will massively drop off.
Major happiness because we just turn up and everything goes perfect, or it's going to be depression because we're going to end up getting we're going to get seen to.
Why do you think we're going to overachieve? You ain't even West Ham. At least he's got Delulu glasses. Do you know what I mean?
Because I've seen that team fucking beat Arsenal twice out of 3 times last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he can play attractive football with the signings you've brought in. He's Somerville, fucking class signing.
But
you're apparently signing Argentinian midfielder
Guido Rodriguez,
who played alongside Alvarez before.
Yeah.
I just want to be class. You're shoring up your defence. You're trying to get Wan-Bissaka in. Yeah. You're trying to actually do bits. And you've got Fulkrug. Fulkrug can be a game changer for you. Because he is one where he's like, he shouldn't be quick, but he's quick.
Yeah, I think we showed it. I think we showed in the previous video. I mean, I'm not excited about Fulkrug. I think he's a striker we need, as in he's a goal scorer. Because I think so often last season, me and Ben were at the Luton game, we're dragging it back 3-4 times. Kudus gets to the byline, and Antonio ain't there. and he just ain't a striker. In his mindset, he's a winger.
Fulkrug has that.
Yeah, it'll be in that. It'll be in that night.
It's like we said as well. What is it? He scored 12 and he assisted 8.
Yeah.
We just need that.
Fulkrug,
Yeah. Mate, if he gets 8 goals this season and he gets 6 assists, I'm still going to be happy about that because our goals come from other places. I genuinely, West Ham.
We'll cover West Ham. We'll go into more detail. If we won the transfer window, I'll put a premise out there. We've got Somerville. We probably overpaid on Kilman. I think we can all agree on that.
I forgot about Kilman. Yeah.
Somerville, Kilman, Guido Rodriguez. I personally think we should have kept Downs, Fulkrug, and Wan-Bissaka. Have we won the transfer window?
I think we've probably done some of the best business this year. I don't know who else has done any better.
When you look at it, Somerville 25 million. That is an absolute steal, I think.
Oh no, absolutely.
Wan-Bissaka for 18.
I like Villa's business. I know you don't like the 50.
The only thing that does mean about winning the what is always considered winning the transfer market is I think they've overpaid on him. I think we haven't. I think we've overpaid on Max Kilman, but I don't think it's as much as they have.
I think in total we spent 115 or 120?
Something like that. Yeah,
spent 120 million and got 5 players in.
Yeah, is this
they're not even squad players.
No, I said this to him.
Oh,
We said this in our last video.
The thing is with Fulkrug as well. How much did you pay for Fulkrug?
30 is 26 and 4.
This is going to sound really daft, right? You could have him on the bench and do a Moyes 80th minute, and he can be a game changer. Because everyone's like, he's not going to get past me, gets past you.
But I think
just start flying crosses into the box.
I think the other thing is you've probably got 2 number 9s now that play just a different way. You've got Antonio's a total winger. All he does usually is obviously most strikers go out to in, right? Yeah. He does this in to out run that always throws centre backs off. Yeah. And then you've got Fulkrug that, to be honest, from what I've seen of him, is just a total poacher sort of player.
The difference.
He likes to be in the box.
Yeah.
The difference between the two I like is Antonio.
Header.
He's mad legs.
Every header.
Yeah.
Antonio's just like an Arctic lorry. Whereas Fulkrug's got precision. You know what I mean? He's got finishing.
Jeremy Clarkson.
He can actually hit a target.
Jeremy Clarkson of this pod, like.
You know what I mean? He's like Fulkrug is the finesse. He's the one that can finish, win header, like actually get. Antonio's lacking point has always been the fact that unfortunately
he can't hit the ball.
He's got club foot.
Yeah.
Like it's mental.
I can see you bringing another striker, but a younger striker.
No, we've got a Scottish youngster.
Well, I was going to say bring him up. I don't think he was ready yet.
No, he's played the friendlies. He's had time at the friendlies. He's got to be in Redbridge, and he's another tall lanky fella that can play on the ball apparently. So
I think more teams need to do this with pre-season. Yeah, you go to America, and the American fans would love to see the Martin Odegaards, the Kuduses, the folk the players like that. I think that's a time for the youngsters. You look at last season. Kobe Mainoo burst into this pre-season tour with Man United. And now he's one of the most influential midfielders that they've got at the moment.
Yeah.
Probably the best. He done the where Emile Smith Rowe and Bukayo Saka was.
Is this the best West Ham team you've seen? I know, 2 seconds. I know I said this last year, and I think Moyes didn't get anywhere near the tune out of them that he should have. Is this the best West Ham team you've seen?
Individually, yes. I can't comment on a team. I've not seen them play together.
What I mean is, I guess, if you look at that team, right, I think you could probably put Paqueta, Alvarez, Bowen, Kudus, Somerville could all play for quite a top 6 club.
You know what it is, right? Is when you think of West Ham, it's set in stone of every position.
Yeah.
Previously, this one,
you check
in midfield, you've got Alvarez, Argentinian that's come in. You've got
Souček, Ward-Prowse.
Souček, I was just mostly defensive. Going forward, you've got Bowen, Kudus, Paqueta, Somerville.
Our front five in a 4. Our front 5 in a 4-3-3 could be Bowen on the right, Somerville on the left, Fulkrug, Paqueta, and Kudus. And that is such a good.
That transition. Is going to be that's going to be a problem. Because last season, these were good on the counter. Mm-hmm. He done it against City. I think he scored on the counter against City. I think this is going to be even better.
We have had more possession than Palace last night, albeit we lost, okay. But we had more possession. We've had more possession against Wolves. it's coming like it's actually coming into a team. Somerville isn't bothering coming over apparently to the US. Neither's Fulkrug when he signs. He's had a medical yesterday. So I would think I think we've got one more friendly, just like a little friendly in Essex before the season kicks off. I think you'll see the full team then.
I think in pre-season you need to take a pinch of salt.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Because I think, we got beat off of Liverpool. But I don't think the result is always the most important thing. It's how they play.
I remember having a shocking pre-season getting put out the Europa League qualifiers when Slaven Bilic came in. And I remember slagging him off because he put out a banger for his team in the Europa League qualifier the week before we played you lot the day of the season. And then we won 1-0. And you're like, well, that's all gone then. No one cares. So, I mean, I'm not confident enough to put him as my overachiever.
We've not advantage.
I've put Fulham.
Oh, why?
Because Emil Smith-Rowe, I think if he's fit the whole season, I think he'll make a difference.
I
can't think of any player that they've sold where I'll go, oh, that's a big issue. And I think if they get Scott McTominay, that's a 30 million.
Yeah.
That's a class signing.
McTominay doesn't fill the whole Paulinho left.
No, but he's attacking. He's attacking. He can score goals.
Yeah, he can.
He's a threat in the air, isn't he? He's the biggest problem.
But Paulinho is one of those where he's a dirty bastard in the midfield.
But McTominay's not clean.
No, but he's more of a dirty bastard up the field.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just in my head. I think they'll over. When I mean Fulham, I think they'll get. When I mean overachievers, I usually put Fulham around the 12th mark.
So where's the finishing?
I think they'll get top 10. I think they'll get top 10 and maybe creep into Europe. I genuinely think. See, I put them as over because I'm not confident in West Ham, and I'm not confident the Spurs doing well either. But because I think the best of the rest. See, outside the top 6, which by the way Spurs aren't part of right now. I think that's not.
No,
I think it's literally it's City, United, Liverpool, Arsenal. I'd say Villa and Newcastle are probably the top 6 right now. I think us, Spurs, Wolves, they're the sort of best of the rest. And I'm not confident in the Spurs.
No. Well, they're my under, aren't they? I genuinely don't think Spurs
I'll tell you one I was looking at for Brentford.
Yes. Yeah.
How did they underachieve from last year, though?
Where did they finish?
15th.
Did they?
Yeah. You fucked that night. Well, I think they were 6 points clear.
No,
I think we're sitting similar this year.
You know what? Not even if I do underachiever just for this season, I think everyone has that standard of Brentford where they'll be about the 10th mark.
Yeah.
They'll have that. They've brought in a striker that was apparently playing really well in pre-season. He's out till the start of next year.
Sure.
Yeah, he's out to play at the end of this year, start of next year.
Can we?
I think Tony as well. I don't think he's going to hit the ground.
No.
I just think Thomas Frank should be a bigger job than Brentford.
Can we drop the bomb of the top goal scorers? Because I have a funny feeling there's going to be one here.
Then we'll go you first, then I will go back.
Yeah, so, sorry, just before recording, I decided we were doing this and I said, well, it will be a boring topic because everyone will pick the same cunt. I've picked Haaland's. Questions, anyone, but...
No, it's a safe choice. It is a very safe.
No, there's the difference, right? He's picked City as a safe choice. I just don't see anyone else. Who else?
I went with Watkins.
I've gone for Watkins.
Genuinely, he's the only person that's going to come close to Haaland.
Yeah.
What? The biggest problem is when you look at half the teams in the top 10, right?
Hang on, 2 seconds as well. Sorry, he touted Havertz before recording. That he was going to choose Havertz. He said that, Ben.
2 seconds.
Didn't he?
No, 2 seconds.
Fucking bullshit.
2 seconds. That was a fucking joke. Because
I know he's a joke, but you did say it.
Havertz isn't starting up front for us.
But I mean, if you look over the top 10, they're very much like us, is that their goals come from everywhere. There's not a lot of teams that have this sole focal point. Villa's is Watkins. So he's the only one that I look at and I go...
But you've literally got, in my opinion, I don't know if you used to agree, is with Bruno Guimaraes and players like that, the 6 that can pass, is you've got Douglas Luiz gone and you've brought in a cunt that can't pass forward.
My only alternative to Watkins...
He's not a ball player centre mid.
No, but he can play for the side against Belgium.
Because I think they'll use Amadou Onana further back and let McGinn go further up.
If it wasn't Watkins, I think it could be Isak. I think Isak could be top scorer.
I thought the injury...
Well, no, courage and convictions. Are you picking Watkins? Because we might as well just get this, get the provincial shirts out for you two. Because
I'm picking Watkins. No, you say that he was joint second last season, and I think he had. You as you said, he had a purple patch.
Yeah, when he purple patches, I don't think he'll do the same this season.
No, but he had that patch in the season where he kind of dried out,
and he did look brilliant for England in the Euros.
I don't think he looked that bad.
I was going to say, I think that would be confidence for him.
I think Tony looks better, but I think Watkins still looks good.
No, I think with the confidence he can take from being called up to England, he can bring that to Villa.
I love predictions,
but yeah,
I'm telling you now, Watkins will get 20 plus goals.
Yeah, for me, Watkins or Isaac. It has to be one of the two.
I would pick Isaac. I think he's just injury prone. He just can't stay fit. He's like Emile Smith-Rowe.
Not Havertz.
Has a very high ceiling.
Yeah.
He just seems to be on the injury.
Not Havertz.
No, of course not Havertz. No, you know what? If Victor Osimhen comes in, him. But I don't think we'll get him.
Right. Well, I tell you what, we've done all of that. We might as well go. We've already discussed West Ham, obviously, at a great length because apparently they're overachieving. What is it? Sorry, what is overachieving for West Ham?
I'd say top 6.
Where did you finish last season?
Top half.
I think he'll definitely get
top 6. Yeah,
Europe. 100% get
Europe again.
You'll finish above Newcastle.
Well, not on my predictions, you won't. If we finish above Newcastle, my predictions, we're in the top 4.
No, I think you'll finish above Newcastle.
All right.
I think with the transfer you've made, you've shocked so many fans.
Don't get me wrong. I'd quite happily be wrong. Like, I'll hold my hands up. If we finish in the top 4, Gav, I'll be bloody loving it. But
I mean, if you've got no convictions in your fucking transfer.
Oh, here we go.
No, I said we don't
fucking leave off. What I'm saying is, we've had a massive change. You look at Arteta; it took 2 years to install the way he wanted to play. I don't think.
But that first season, they bring them in. We played well.
The 4 years of playing defensive, low block, counter attack shite with 20% possession. We're seeing it in the pre-season. We're okay with the ball. We're comfortable with the ball, it seems. But we have nothing going for. We have no creativity at the moment because Paqueta isn't in that team, and I don't think it's wide into their heads, and they're not used to it at the moment of actually looking for a ball forward. I think we're very much, or we were last season, would get it out, pass it to Paqueta, and let Paqueta find something.
I think Somerville just brings out.
Oh no, so do I. But I'm just saying, I think it will take getting used to.
What it was, you have those teams where they have one way of attacking, and that is it.
Yeah.
You don't have that. You either go through the middle, you go out wide, or as you say, Sam Allardyce people, you just cross it in, whatever. Hang with West Ham now, it's unknown. Are you going to play it through Paqueta and play the 1-2 triangles to make space? Or are you just going to do one fucking long ball over the top and let Bowen and Somerville to fucking...
Yeah, if you go Lopetegui's method, it's usually into centre mids, out to wing backs, into attacking midfielders, out to wingers, into striker. They usually more of a passing, almost like zigzag way of playing football. He doesn't really.
It's weird. Somerville's more of a.
He can touch and go.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But Somerville's more of a
direct, isn't it?
Just put it forward and fucking.
Yeah, no. I think we've got multiple facets. Of attack. We'll go to Arsenal because we've not discussed them.
It's a big word for you.
Well, they win the league apparently, aren't they, Arsenal?
Oh, absolutely. No, I'm not. I'm fucking shaky. I am the most confident.
Why?
I've been. I think with the signing of Calafiori, it assures our defence up, and I just think we can build on last season. I know I said we can build on the previous season before last season, but I think it's starting to piss the players off. No, I do. Oh, go on.
Piss the players off what?
2 seconds.
What?
I'll get into it. What are you fucking laughing at?
I just don't see you winning the league, mate. Do you know what it is? If you were going to do it, when you spent 248 days at the top, that's when you would have done it.
He drew that into you, didn't he? You got up with that.
Like,
every single time.
That's why I think the players are sick it. Because you have they're at the top of the league for so long. They should have won it then.
Last season, the same thing.
You should have won it.
You need competition for Saka.
Well, you shouldn't have won it. You shouldn't have won it.
No.
Because you didn't.
No, okay, thanks.
Right.
I mean, well, there was more confidence and we were going to win it than I think most anybody else.
Right. When you led the league for however long you led it, you were playing good football. You literally sacrificed your football last year to win the league, and you still didn't win it.
I'd rather see Arsenal.
No,
it wasn't. It wasn't the Villa. Villa was one of them. City was one of them as well. You went to your biggest rival and sat back for a draw.
No,
because you didn't think you'd drop another point. It was arrogance.
Yeah, it was arrogant.
No, Villa was a nail in the coffin.
We went to City.
City fucked it.
And Arteta played Pep. Arsenal didn't play City. Arteta played
that's
Pep.
what I mean.
That was that. Villa, no, because we went to City, if we can at least get a point, we're not dropping points to anybody else. And then we went to Villa, and Villa just went, I know you're not dropping points. You got 1, 2, 3.
You should have gone for the 3. They would be your direct rivals. Like old school United and Arsenal, we're talking when we were kids and that, you'd have gone there for 3 points.
100%.
Yeah, I don't think Arsene Wenger would have sat back. If you ask me right now, I don't think Arsene Wenger would have went, no, you know what, let's go for the draw. Yes, but Premier League winning Arsenal wouldn't have sat back. I think that's...
And I think that's another thing. I think Arteta will look at that and go...
So you think you're going to go back to your good football, or do you think you'll go back to last season? You'll stick with last season's football? Because it wasn't the same football, was it?
No, you played very...
It's very hard to...
So do you think you'll go pragmatic the same as last year? Because I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't enjoy watching you last year.
It wasn't as attractive as the season before.
That is an understatement.
Yeah, the season before, you're
no, it is though.
I watched every single game, I know.
You're not telling me you played that way because you want to play that way. You played that way because you thought you'd win your league.
Yes.
Yeah. I'd rather see Arsenal play good football.
Which it's astonishing because the season before we were the top of the league for 270 fucking days. Whatever.
48.
That's your damn fucking. You got the fucking calendar mark for that?
No.
He's got tattoos. Yeah, that's one of his tattoos are.
It's actually written on the inside.
Yeah. That's the only note he's got on his pad.
You've got that.
248.
We're at the top of the league for so long, but we're closer winning it last season than we were the season before, and that's astonishing to say that you're in the league so long and you're going to should have won it. Or sorry, you were closer to winning it the next season when you're playing the most.
The biggest problem though, watching you last season, you were Atletico. You played just anti-football crap. Whereas the season before, you were just good to watch.
I've got a really horrible feeling that you lot will play worse football this year. The only reason why is you are literally... I made a joke about you turning to Rafa Benitez as Liverpool, but you've literally got 4 centre-backs playing now in a back line, and that actually gives me the fear. I don't think... Genuinely, if we didn't have this podcast, I wouldn't watch Arsenal.
I think
they are so boring to watch.
There's going to be one player that I think is going to change it.
Sorry, because Partey gets in your starting 11 as well, doesn't he?
Yes.
So you literally would have 4 centre-backs, Declan Rice, who used to be a centre-back, and Thomas Partey. So what is the point in watching Arsenal?
To support them.
It's so sad.
No, I tell you what, one player I think is going to turn it around. Timber.
Where does he go, Gav?
He'll be left back.
I tell you what,
left back.
Where's Calafiori play?
He'll be the backup.
See, if you're in Timber,
you spent 50 million on a backup.
Yes.
That's mad.
By the way, and if anyone that's watched this for long enough, if Julen Timber doesn't literally shit gold when he gets on that pitch, by the way, I swear to fuck. Because all we have heard since this boy's been injured is he's amazing. When he comes back, we're going to do bits. If he comes back...
I watched him at Ajax, and I watched him during pre-season, and...
I think he gets in the team.
Community definitely does.
No, the reason why is because you don't spend 50 million on a left back that's 21 and go, you know what, bud, you're on the bench.
I'm positive
you've not got confidence.
Timber was almost the same.
Exactly. Do you know what that is as well?
I think
Timber was like 45.
No, that's what I mean. But you've got
50. Yeah, how much was Calafiori?
Yeah, with add-ons, it went up.
Right. What I'm saying is, you don't sign someone that young, specifically a left back, or you can play left centre back. I think you might replace Gabriel.
You know,
and then tell me that he will sit on the bench. What is the point?
So I think Arteta would do that. I honestly do. But you know what I would do?
I suppose actually look how he treated Ramsdale. Maybe you're right.
You know what I would do? White drops to the bench. Timber goes to right back. So
can he play there?
Timber right back? Yeah, he can play over.
Right. Okay. As well. Right. Okay.
It's the same. There's no fucking difference.
Okay.
He just plays well.
Can he play centre defensive mid?
We've done that for Ajax. He does the inverted.
Because I think
he does that inverted draw.
Because I'd like to know how they, because they had you had a huge problem all season with Declan Rice as a number 6, and anyone that goes, because I heard his interview going, oh, well, Arteta thought I was better going forward and making runs. No, it's because you were getting suffocated. Because if you sat on Rice, he doesn't pass forward.
Yeah.
He never looks. You see it with England. Yeah. You lose so much as him as a single pivot because he can't play as a single pivot. I would be interested to see if Timber goes into that defensive midfield and you push Rice into the 8.
The reason why I'm saying that is Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori. Timber would be the one that slots into midfield.
Okay.
Because for Bologna, Calafiori was doing that role where they had like an inverted player, and Calafiori would be going into centre back.
Okay.
And being the ball player centre back.
Yeah, I've seen him step up for it in Italy as well.
I think that is what should happen.
The problem is, right, for you spending the money on Calafiori, the money you spent on Timber as well, you don't trust one of them then.
It's Ben White. It's Ben White. I'm sorry, I'm not having it. I know Ben White has been great for the past couple of seasons.
He was good last season.
He is letting. He's the reason some of the goals that went in. Kimmich, I will never forgive him for that one. He needs to get out there and fucking press, and he's fucking twaddling out. Fucking run there. He doesn't have the defensive instincts to shut down.
Do you know what I worry? If you look at Arsenal, right, they finished second last year. They were closer, fair play, but you needed a left winger. You haven't got one. You needed an out-and-out striker, in my opinion. You haven't got one.
Yeah.
You needed someone that can take the minutes off Odegaard and Saka, in my opinion. You could put Jesus out there, and that's fine. Because you can't have it both ways. You can't want him to play every minute, and then Arsenal fans go, oh, well, he's injured. That's why he's missing in games. But he can't be injured. He's played 90 minutes. So you fuck off with that.
We've both agreed on that before, though, haven't we? You need someone to challenge Saka's.
I think Jesus could do that, but I think as well, Odegaard and Rice, Arsenal went like that, oh, well, they're tired because they played so many games.
Martinelli will go there. You saw it the last couple of seasons.
Right wing?
The last couple of games of last season, he was on the right
so
wing.
So Trossard's left wing then?
Trossard would be left.
Right. Because I think Trossard could do a job for you at number 9 better than Havertz. I'd like to see what Havertz could do at left wing, because when I mean that, everyone's going to go, oh, he ain't quick. He doesn't need to be quick in the Arsenal team because you have such a slow build-up. So it doesn't really matter.
It depends on whether they play like last year or the year before.
Yeah.
I think we'll see an awful lot of Arsenal youngsters come through.
Like who?
You have, what's his name?
Because my worry is as well.
Sego Junior.
Where's Fabio Vieira?
He's
Jorginho.
Party.
Kyria. Where are all these players that you signed that were meant to fix problems and now just dropped off?
Arsenal need to do what United need to do, and you need to clear dead wood. I don't agree with you. I think Party needs to.
Do you know what it feels like to me? Edu and Arteta are genuinely trying to put out fires left, right, and centre and chucking anything into the team they think is going to get in that extra step. I think they're panicking because if they win the league after Pep goes, no one will have it. Actually, can I ask you a question? Should Arteta be? I know we've been through this. Should Arteta be sacked if he doesn't win the league, but Liverpool finish second and Arsenal don't? Because then not only has he underachieved, a new manager's come into an aging Liverpool squad, changed it up, and still finished above them.
I think questions have to be asked.
I've said that, and if we don't win the league this year, there's definitely questions asked. And I don't want to win the league when Pep's not there.
No, because you'll get fans like me who think
it's just because you've won. You've won the league when
you've won a BTEC Prem.
You've effectively
or Klopp. You could.
I wouldn't say BTEC. I think so. It would just be the fact that you couldn't win the league when Pep was gone. That's what.
If Pep leaves at the end of the season and you win next season, you've won the Prem when there's no Klopp and no Pep.
Yeah.
So both the world-class managers aren't there.
Yeah.
There's no world-class manager in the Prem right now.
You can't win because Klopp's already gone. If you win it this year, it'd be the fact that.
No, that's about though. But
you finished.
Yeah, 2 times.
I think if you win it this year, right? Pep's still here. Klopp's left, but you finished second for 2 years anyway. So that doesn't. As much as it's relevant that they're there for competition, you still beat them for 2 years anyway.
No, yeah.
The biggest thing is if Pep left at the end of this season, and then you trance everyone, then you kind of sitting there going, I only managed it because there's one person which clearly was in the manager's
No,
head.
what I mean is that if you had two world-class managers, which you did, Klopp and Pep are both world-class managers, and both of them left and you win the Premier League, I'm sorry, that's a BTEC Prem.
It's a very... Problem is,
it's very fucking harsh, but yeah.
It's a...
Well, of course you're going to think it's harsh, because if you win it, you want
no,
a thing.
because no one really said that when Ferguson left. No one really said that when Wenger left.
Sorry, I stand by it. Leicester won the league when it was a BTEC Prem. So many clubs weren't performing.
No.
Look at Arsenal. Arsenal Spurs are second and third. Sorry, what?
I was going to say we were top at Christmas.
Like...
Yeah. No, it was a year of bad performances when
Yeah.
I will say this. Arteta shouldn't be sacked if that does happen. I think that is like way too fucking out there. But there's definitely more questions on.
Well, so so say it goes Pep, Arnslot, you, Liverpool finish second.
Depends what happens.
Does it change your mind if Villa or Newcastle finish above you?
I still don't think he should get sacked, but even more questions would be there.
I think if you're not top four, you should.
Oh no! I'm not on about not being top four. I'm on about being third. I think third's still a drop off.
I think anything realistically out of the top four is for me sackable, because you can't challenge for the Prem twice and then just fall off.
Yep.
Not that hard when your team hasn't really changed. If anything, you made improvements.
You know what? This chat means fuck off because we're winning the league. So it doesn't fucking matter.
You heard it here first. Do you want to bet?
No, I don't bet with you.
Oh, here we go.
Gamble responsibly.
We
Every £10 bet that I have friendly done with Jay, he just wins.
Yep.
It should be. He would have bet me Leicester to win the league, and I would have went no tenner, and he would have called it. I mean, I did call it, but that's a different story.
You did call it.
I fucking did call it.
Ah, you called it.
No, sorry, 5 games into the season, not be like.
You called it 5 games into the season. You are full of shit.
I swear down.
Is anyone there to verify that?
Yes,
Who?
my United friend.
Ah, you're right then. Just back pocketing 20 quid, Paul, mate.
No, honestly. Sir, I swear down.
Does your Champions League performance mean anything to you? So if you win the league, but you absolutely bottle out the Champions League again, do you care?
Circumstances.
Okay.
If we get pumped to the Champions League by no points and minus goal difference, then
No, what I mean is, say I don't know, get to the first real challenge at Bayern Munich, bottle it, and then fall out of the Champions League, something like that. Like the worst Bayern Munich team in 10 years, and you get slapped again.
I think for me, if you
right,
don't,
I'm going to say we didn't get slapped.
You literally did.
I think it depends on. For me, for Arsenal, it depends. The European side of it only matters if they're bottoming out in the league.
They got taught how to play football.
No, they didn't.
No, you literally.
No, they didn't. We just got taught to win in the Champions League. That's not been spanked off the park or fucking whatever you want to fucking say. Because that's incorrect fucking knowledge.
So that isn't the worst Bayern Munich team in a decade, then.
Didn't say that.
Oh right.
I was going to say Eric Dyer's playing there. Can we just put that?
That was the thing that hurt the most. That is the thing that hurt the most.
By the way, he had a fucking good 2 games as
I'm
well.
not saying that was good 2 games, but it's Eric Dyer.
Yeah, we couldn't infiltrate a defence with Eric Dyer.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me. That's the thing that really annoys
Did you not
me.
also say that was it Porto like Burnley?
Oh, like Burnley, yeah, that's Arsenal fan TV gold, that is.
I didn't say that.
No, you didn't.
No, he didn't. No.
Slapped on Arsenal fan
Oh,
TV.
yeah,
said that-
Julian.
Yeah, what is it? Porto, you couldn't have Burnley. You sit there going, no.
You know what? Going on about him, Arteta was in a press conference and one of the Arsenal fan TV guys basically said to Arteta, what will win us the league? And Arteta jokingly went, like 100 and something points, whatever it was. Like 100, what's the maximum you can get? It's like 100, whatever the maximum points is.
Why are you shaming me like that? I know I'm a fucking...
Oh, no.
Do you know what I mean?
No, but you know what I mean. And then Julian's went, well, that's incorrect. We actually only need like 5 less points.
Oh, no, hang about.
So
No,
that means
because he
it's
fucking...
second twice.
No, because about 3 games in, he went... Did you draw, son? He went, oh, well, I've calculated and we only need 86 points to win the league. Like, how'd come out then?
No,
Game week 3.
He said it in pre-season. He said
Do you know what I mean?
Arteta in pre-season said we need this much, and then he's telling me like, well, he's wrong.
He's a thingy out of Hangover. You know, all the algebra.
Oh, yeah, Alan. Yeah.
just to wrap it up, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but David Moyes done an interview with Simon Jordan. By the way, I like Simon Jordan. I know that probably will polarise opinions. I think he genuinely is down the middle most times. I don't know if you people watched it. I don't really want to spend too much time on it because luckily he's gone from my fucking club. But basically, he was grown up to be a winner, win at all costs, and he thinks it's ridiculous now that it matters how you play. He also believes, sorry, just to sum up as well, he thinks Vincent Kompany doesn't deserve Bayern Munich because he's too young, hasn't done enough to prove himself in the game. He considers himself on the same level as Alex Ferguson because the amount of games that he managed. Okay. Yeah, and also as well, he actually didn't apparently agree the contract in December for West Ham because apparently, quote unquote, literally his words, I haven't got them verbatim, but there was a very ungrateful set of West Ham fans who didn't like what he'd done for the club. I'm assuming that is me, correct? Go on, Ben, I'll let you go first, mate.
I cannot stand this man. I'm so fucking glad he's gone. In all honesty, how can you... Right, and I know how many people go, oh, well, he won you your first trophy, right? I back that, right? I accept that. But you should have fucked off when he won the trophy.
Yeah.
And instead, all he's done is we played the worst football I've ever seen. We shipped so many goals. We actually just turned up to games to get a hiding.
Can I just put out there as well? Sorry. I've watched the whole thing, and me and Ben live in the same house. And I think I was 4 minutes through the interview. He was answering the first question about where he grew up. And he actually asked me to shut my door because he didn't want to listen to that cunt.
Yeah, I've watched clips and I've watched snips, and it's as much as I could bring myself to watch because...
He was leading into it, though. So the first question Simon Jordan asked was, are you from East End of Glasgow? You went through the Celtic Academy. He went, yeah, I grew up as a Rangers fan. I went through the Celtic Academy. He's like, but Simon Jordan went, what football did you play at Celtic? And he went, we didn't care about the way we played football as long as we won. And you fucking knew he was batting that and leading that for West Ham.
I knew as soon as I watched that fucking interview that he was going to turn around and go, oh, well, they've just done great for. I don't know what they expect. So what I expect not to go to Fulham and get blasted. You know,
yeah.
And like, I don't expect to be 3-0 down at an Arsenal game when it's a London derby after 15 minutes.
He bypassed a lot of it. I actually didn't like Simon Jordan. I didn't think he pressed him hard enough on it. I think when you lose,
too much respect.
When you go to a relegation fight the season before, when you go to a relegation fight the season before, then last season you shipped the most goals you've ever done in the Premier League. You've lost by 3 goals or more, I think 8 times in the league. Won only 3 games since January, and by the way, that was Brentford, Everton, and Freiburg. That doesn't count. And Luton. Sorry, 4 actually in the Prem. 3 in the Prem, 1 extra in the Europa League. I'm sorry. Anyone else would have sacked you. Why is it any different for West Ham?
And Joe, what I hate about that man is the fact that he gets so much respect off
Feel the anger.
Honestly,
the anger.
He just annoys me, yeah. Because Sky Sports are like, I'm David Moyes. He's just a dick.
Do you get the feeling that he gets the same sort of stuff as Steve Bruce did?
Yeah.
Steve Bruce got a lot of respect. And I respect, you look at their career and go, fair enough, he's managed, I think he's managed more games than Wenger, actually, in the Prem. But it's like,
he's not done a lot.
Well, you look at West Ham and you think,
am I wrong?
Last season was good. I think I said this to you in December. Our league position is not a true reflection of how we're playing. We are getting very lucky with what we're playing. Not lucky, take our chances.
Yeah.
And then second half of the season,
we didn't fall off.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He always done that though as well. Every single second half of the season we ever had with him was always not as good as the first half. And it must be the small squad size, right?
No, it's not the small squad size. It's the fact that he doesn't change anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so it's just legs, right?
He drives away talented players, and then he uses the same starting 11 the entire season and wonders why when we get injuries that it doesn't work. And then I think the worst thing, the biggest crime of the manager,
it just doesn't have a second way of playing.
No.
And when things go wrong, it's the fans' fault.
Well, Arteta does that a bit. When it's not going our way, he doesn't have people to turn around and go, I think we should change it. He just goes, no, this will work. And it's like, we're 95th minute, we're 1-0 down, it's not fucking working.
Well, he turned around and went, at the end of the day, football people just want to win. And you're like, they don't know, because, all right, players do. I think you say that not being able to dive in and stuff like that. Players just want to win. That's what they care about.
Yes.
The people in the stands, if you pay 900 quid a season, you do, at times, not, I'm a West Ham fan, I'm realistic, I think we'll still be pragmatic against the Arsenals and the Liverpools and Man Cities this year. But when we play Palace, when we play Newcastle, when we play Wolves, we will try to play football, play our way. It never felt like, when you look at Arsenal, you know what they're going to try and do before they go. Us, it was always like, well, we know what we're going to do. We're going to sit in a 5-4-1 and hope for the best. Pass it quick out and hope we can find a ball out. And it's like, that's not playing football.
No. And it was kind of it's the put up and shut up mentality that the bloke has. Is that it's my football. I'll manage over, 800 games, so I know what I'm doing. Well, what have you done before that, though? You drove Everton into the ground, you bottled United, you dog set us the first time, and then you come back and then, all right, fair play, give you your dues, you won us a trophy. Yeah. And then the year after, you have played some of the worst football I've seen.
Yeah.
He actually got a song out of it.
Oh, that's narrow and flat. Oh,
genuinely, one of the best things he done at West Ham was make Thomas Souček for 2 seasons one of the best midfielders in the world.
He did,
and then he dropped.
I think we can admit that Moyes does deserve some praise.
Right, I give him massive praise.
Yeah.
But what I don't like is to every side of the story there's 2 sides.
Yeah.
And he never accepts that the results weren't good enough.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, some of the games, the 2 games that done me, you were here watching one of them with me, was Palace and Chelsea at the back end of the season. I'm sorry, when you go 3-0 down at half time and you don't stand up, you get your fucking assistant manager to stand up and tell the back line to go further back after 36 minutes. Just get the fuck out of my club.
But my biggest problem as well is he does get praise. I'm happy I've seen West Ham lift the trophy. But
We're the worst team that final, by the way, as well.
Yeah, but I'm also what I'm not happy with is the fact that he played awful football the season after with shit results that are just not acceptable. And like you said, rather than come out and go, sorry, my bad, apologise to the fans. Instead, he went, well, what do you fans want? What do you expect? You can't have a pop at the fans when your tactics ain't working. You can't make a sub at 89 minutes every bloody game.
What did he moan at? Was it Palace or Chelsea where he moaned that the fans were booing?
That's the one thing that turned my head. I'm not even a West Ham fan. It fucked me off. It was basically, shut up, pay your money, come watch us, leave.
Yeah.
No. If I want to fucking chant, I'll chant. If I want to fucking boo, I'll fucking boo.
You're right as a fan.
I'm a fan of the club. I'm not a fan of Moyes.
Well, he said at the Spurs game, he was like, I was at the Spurs game back end of the season when we drew, and this is a typical Moyes performance. I think we have 31% possession or something. Do you know what I mean? And that's another thing as well, is you're paying this money to basically watch West Ham have the ball for about 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
It's actually shy. And he turns after the interview and he goes, yeah, I think we played really well today. We had a couple of chances, could have won the game. By the way, he's right, could have won the game. Antonio was the sitter. But you sit there going, we weren't the better team. We had moments. But his whole career's gone on that. I genuinely think he looks at himself, when he looks at his own career, and I've got vibes from that in the video, do you ever get the feeling he thinks he's Mourinho?
Yeah. Yeah, he genuinely thinks that he's this top-class manager. And in all honesty, he's not.
Because I think he tries to emanate Mourinho. Yeah. I think that's what he tries to do. He tries to go, hey, I don't play pretty, but I'll win.
But the difference is, Mourinho's a serial winner.
And have you ever known Mourinho chip more than 3 goals 8 times in a season?
No.
Genuinely.
You know what? I don't think I've ever heard Mourinho actually critique the fans the way that Moyes does.
No.
Could you imagine, right?
He had a go at Man United fans, I think.
If Arteta came out, right, if you don't win the league this year, and if Arteta came out and went, well, we didn't win because of you lot would crucify him.
Yeah.
Instead, because it's West Ham, after the media backs Moyes and all.
Yeah.
And that was the bit that I'm so positive about this season, because
we have pub talks, didn't you, all the time? You have pub talks all the time. Obviously, me and Ben, we go to the pub at the weekends, whatever, and most people know we're West Ham fans. And anytime you say West Ham fans, everyone goes, what do you think about Moyes? And I'll give my honest opinion, quite blunt, because I know what's always going to come back. And what always comes back is, well, what do you expect being a West Ham fan? Yeah. And all I want, can we just get mid-table or the entries of Europe? I'd have Conference League every year because I think we're getting the later stage of it. All right, it's Tim Pot, don't give a fuck, it's Europe. If you give me Conference League every year, and he done another thing as well, and playing the West Ham way, and when I mean the West Ham way, he apparently managed us for 4 years, he's been managing for 20 odd years, doesn't know what the West Ham way is. If he needs educating, it's fast-paced, attacking football, 1-2 touch. It is easy on the eye stuff. It's very eminent of Newcastle when they're the entertainers. It is good football, not sitting at the back, 5-4-1, and hope for 9th or 10th in the league.
Yeah.
Is that too much to ask for?
You know what as well is there's this whole narrative from me being quite young, only being 23, that
Puts it out there.
thank you, and I don't really remember, like I don't know like the 90s or the early 2000s of the actual football, but there's this whole narrative coming up from being young to now where West Ham are, no offence, nobody's.
No, yeah.
You aren't anybody. You're bottom feeders in the Premier League. But then when if you actually watch football and know football, and you're actually quite knowledgeable with football, you know West Ham aren't that. But the media is spinning this thing of the fact of Moyes is such a great manager.
Well,
he's head and shoulders above West Ham.
Well, we were never going to fill London Stadium, were we? That was a huge thing as well. Do you remember that? We're never going to fill London Stadium. No, we won't need this, won't need that. Well, no, we've only got 58,000 seats holders. Why would we? The last time we played West Ham way, genuinely the West Ham way, Bilic.
Yeah, Slav.
And Bilic played it the season he got sacked, the season before, that Pyatt year. If anyone has watched West Ham since I have at least, that was. If he wants a snippet of it, if Moyes wants to get in contact with me, I'll send him some of the stuff. That is the West Ham way.
You've said it.
Mavericks.
Previously. You would rather your team play attractive, fast football that I'm proud to watch and lose a game rather than boring shit Moyes football.
I think anyone would. If you ask people who go to football regularly, would you want to see Moyes or would you want to see Ange, for example? I tell you what, go ask Spurs fans. They prefer watching Conte or Ange. It will be Ange every single fucking time.
Oh,
and by the way, they got fingered against Chelsea. They've been done against Arsenal this season. But you ask Spurs fans, they love that player playing football.
I would rather turn up against you lot and actually play, come out, attack you, and lose 3-0 than do a Moyes, sit there with 5% possession, 10% possession, and still lose 3-0.
And it's the what ifs.
Yeah.
It's the what ifs.
Yeah.
What if we press more? What if we actually got up the pitch more? What if you actually play through the lines? If you actually do it, coming out of the game, you can't then be, but what if? Because the what ifs aren't what ifs because it happened.
Yeah.
I think you've already done it.
I think you see it a lot in the Champions League actually and Europe. Is the worst teams come out and play the bigger teams. If you look at City, they always struggle with a high pressing team. If you do it right, do it right, they struggle. They have such an easy time 2/3 of the season, 3/4 of the season. Same as Arsenal, because all of them sit back and go, "We just don't want to concede a lot." No, you just want to just go forward. Because you aren't going to get relegated, getting beat by City. So just play.
I think
for fuck's
I think
sake.
the Championship is getting quite a little bit more viewers than what it previously did do, because you are having the teams that are coming out, are playing football.
Yeah.
And you can have the fucking, well, I don't know if Rotherham got relegated, but last season you could have Rotherham, who's 24th, beat Leicester.
Yeah.
You can have that. Don't get me wrong, you can have that in the Prem, but it's a lot.
Look at Palace. When Palace played City, when that new manager came in, the Frankfurt manager, they went man for man at Selhurst Park. Yeah. All right, they lost, but by the way, he went for them. Yeah. And do you know what? Every Palace fan will turn around and go, "Do you know what? It's just good to see."
Do you know what it is? And I genuinely, it's the Championship is just decent football to watch.
There's nothing more embarrassing than being a football fan. Yeah. You know you're not going to beat City. You know you're not going to beat Arsenal. Oh, sorry. It's against you.
Yeah.
But what is embarrassing as a football fan is you know that, but 11 professionals are going out on the pitch with managers and they know they aren't going to win. And that, for me, and not even giving it a go. West Ham didn't give it a go against any of the big teams last year. Even when we beat you lot, West Ham didn't give it a go. You look at our League Cup one. League Cup one we did, because you didn't have the first team match.
I would have said the Prem one you did. I thought the League Cup one, we were missing a few players that we brought.
Nah, the one at Emirates we won, but we sat back, mate.
Yeah, but
I think my biggest thing is now is we're going to play better football.
You look at Leverkusen, perfect example with Moyes. The best half I've seen of football that we played was Leverkusen first half, quarter-final hours. The second leg...
Then he changed it.
No, do you know what it was? We lost legs. We do not know how to press because we are so unfit when it comes to that sort of thing. We don't do it.
But I honestly, like, it's... and I know when people go, what do you expect? Like, I'd expect, see, if you put, say, West Ham play AC Milan, right? I'd rather us cover out. I genuinely, if we scored 1 and still lost 3-1, that's better than watching anti-football.
Yeah.
Because
I'd agree with that.
France in the Euros, they just played cancer football.
Yeah.
It wasn't football. They didn't score a goal in open play into the final.
Yeah.
Like, that's cancer. That's not football.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That is literally you just going, right, everyone go on the ball.
Have you actually noticed, like, with the older style managers, that they're staying too long? The only one you can say that didn't is Ferguson. And he was getting to that stage. Wenger did. Moyes did.
Yeah.
Just
I agree.
take your flowers,
Look at Klopp.
take your praise, and fuck off.
Well, Klopp's looked at it and he's gone, I need time away. I'm taking at least a year.
But just to wrap up, Joe would actually fill me with happiness is give Pep 2 more years. If Arne Slot gets sacked, go bring Klopp back just so he can keep Arsenal off the Premier League. Be absolutely class.
Do you know what would make me very happy? Is if David Moyes got another job in the Prem and gets relegated.
That's another thing as well, sorry. He ain't been tatted for a job. I'm going to look straight at the camera with this. He ain't been tatted for a job because he ain't going to fucking get one. Right?
Yeah,
no one wants him.
Do you get Forest?
What I mean is, no one in the Prem wants him. No one.
No.
So I tell you what, are we the problem, or is the company he can't even get a bottom 10 job the problem?
No, and I think
Brighton didn't look at him.
it's also the owner.
Why is that?
I'll tell you why.
If they sacked Tom Frank tomorrow, Brentford wouldn't take him either.
No, but the thing is as an owner, you want a manager to come in and do what Klopp did. Klopp came into Liverpool at Anfield. The fans weren't resonating with a team. The team wasn't playing well with the backroom stuff. Klopp came in and united everybody.
Yeah.
You bring Moyes in and he's fucking dug out West Ham fans. Why are we going to bring him to fucking dig out Brentford
It just makes me laugh.
Brighton fans, anybody? You want them to bring that harmony. You saw it at Arsenal when Arteta started coming.
Yeah.
You saw everyone that goes, the Emirates is a bit of a fucking library. A few seasons back, it was you actually got quite a good atmosphere. It was rocking. You want that.
He wants fans to always be on his side, even if you're in a relegation fight. This is the problem. It's never his fault.
You would be on the side if you actually played decent football.
Well, if you didn't blame me for your mishaps, yeah, I would be on the side.
But also if I pay 85 quid to go to a Spurs game, I'd also like to just be praised to be there as well. Would be nice.
Yeah, not slack me off because it's my fault you lost the game.
He's the type of person to blame a divorce on his kids.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd knock his pint over right at the bar, and he'd blame the barmaid for filling it up too much. You know, when you just sit there going, honestly, that man, we won't just go into a random hate speech.
Well, we'll wait till next season when the first manager gets sacked. And if he doesn't, by the way, we'll do another video on that.
We're going to predict that in another video?
No, I'm not doing that.
We're not doing the first manager to get sacked.
Eh?
We're not doing the first manager to get sacked.
Well,
you said Ten Hag.
Last year, I thought it was going to be Ten Hag.
Right. No, we won't. Well, maybe, yeah, let's wait. All right. Thank you for watching. This is in person. It'll be in person from now on because Gavin showing off his green and blue kit. I don't know if you can see that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, please, because it helps us out. Cheers, lads.
Cheers.